Hey guys, welcome back to the cliche. Woo! It's been a week. I'm your host, Kyler. And I don't know if it's because of Mercury retrograde, 2020, the weather, what's going on, but the series of breakups and mishaps going on right now in relationships is ridiculous. Literally, all of my friends are complaining. Shit, I'm complaining. This love life stuff is not easy. So, what we're going to talk about today is what's going on with the breakup, because there's such a fine line of gray area when you're going through a breakup or even after the breakup of the different things of what's politically correct. Because I mean, clearly, if you don't care, then throw all the rules out the window and do what you want to do, But if it's something where you're at least trying to salvage the relationship, or maybe you have hopes that you're getting back in, maybe trying to low-key get that joint back, or you're just trying to be overall have good karma and not really just throw things out, just like, taking trash to the dumpster. Even though your ex might be trash, just like a lot of my exes are trash, hopefully I can give you guys some insight of what is the nice way of breaking up. Okay, so let's get started, right? So, one of the things that's also really annoying is that, say now you've been in a relationship for a really long time with this person and you guys share a lot of mutual friends. I've been in a situation 1,000 times, not 1,000, guys, I'm an exaggerator, but, like in a friend group, you now are the awkward people who are going to make things weird on everybody, because it's almost like going through a divorce. It's like, who gets rep over the friends? I say that's kind of something where you should already be building your relationships. Like, for instance, if your best friend is now close with your beloved other or your ex-beloved other, like your ex-boyfriend or whatever, it just depends on how stingy you are, because you can be immature about it and be like, yeah, you need to cut everybody off that I was dealing with, period, dot. But sometimes it's not that easy, especially like if you guys work together, or like, go to the same school, or if you guys definitely frequent like the same outings, like say if you guys hang out in the same type of setting as far as like the same bar or whatever. It can get really sticky because then people have to pick sides. I think that it's best to the people who came into it with you are the people you take out of it. I don't think that you can just now stake claim on his friend because you guys got so close. I think that you might just have to take that L and move along, because at the end of the day, that was kind of his property going in, or vice versa, hers, etc. I think that is no harm, no foul if you're just like still kind of like checking in on people. But I just think it's like super rude if now all of a sudden you're calling my friends all the time. It's just like, dude, we broke up. Like, that means all entities of me.
Leave me alone.
You don't get that. The benefit of me is also the great people that are in my life. You don't get to also still be friends with my friends. You guys can be cordial, but you guys don't need to like now be keying on the phone all day or all that is cut dry. So I think that the friends that you're going with are the friends you're able to take out. I don't think you can stake claim on the other side's friends. I think that's just a fair, easy breezy given. I think another thing is like, of course, when you're breaking up with someone, depending upon if it's like long distance or not, just in general, I think it's very foul if you break up with someone via text. I know that we're talking as far as like how to handle the breakup, but I just had to definitely put that disclaimer out that don't be tacky. If you're going to break up with someone or you don't want to see them any longer, be better than me and definitely be an adult about it, and either do it face-to-face or face-to-face is a little aggressive, depending upon the personality that you're dealing with, but at least a phone call. Like, a text is real childish, and I myself still need to grow up, so yeah. Another thing is like, as far as the rules come up, as far as when you're breaking up with someone, do you like wait like say if you're going through a relationship and like you're around the holiday time or their birthday and you know that you want to be over with them, do you wait until after their birthday to break up with them? I've had someone break up with me literally right before my birthday, and it was devastating. It was like one of the worst breakups I have ever went through. My birthday also falls in the same week as Valentine's Day, so it was just like a double whammy. So I think regardless if you're going to wait until before or after, it's never really a good time to break up with someone, but it depends on how foul and how horrible things are. If you're just kind of like going your separate ways, you could be decent and at least wait until after the birthday. But if it's like some real foul stuff, it's like, yeah, go ahead, cut that off as soon. I don't care if the mama birthday, your birthday, her birthday. Just go ahead, cut that off. And if it's like super toxic, that's like super high level, Ike and Tina, yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, we're not saving any type of safeguards for that. No. But if it's just something where it's like, oh, we're growing apart or something like that, you could, I feel like, wait. I'm not saying like months, but, you know, in a decent amount of time. Now we have something that's kind of tricky. This is more so for people who have been in like, you know, long, extensive relationships with people about breaking up with their family. So I'm very, very family oriented, and as like, you know, some people are as well. So if you actually are really close with me, you're actually probably very close with my family. So I think it is really hard a little bit when you have your own genuine relationships with also the person's family. You know, you might be like on text basis with his mom, or even Facebook friends, Instagram friends, Twitter friends, social media friends in general with his family, her family. Yes, again, it's sticky, but I think it's very blatant. No, you should not still be hanging out, calling his mom, ma, and all of that after y'all break up.
Leave me alone.
Because you're moving on. The other person needs to move on. You guys are not you're not together anymore. So that is not your fake in-laws and all of that. Of course, again, yes, if you guys are still in some sort of realm where you have to like cross paths, you know, as far as like maybe a birthday or something like that, when it's very like still fresh and new. But no, you should not be trying to go over there and hang out with his mom. You should not be trying to see her little sister. That's a wrap. I don't think that as far as like when it comes down to if you should, like say if you're friends with them on the internet, unless they're harassing you. If they're harassing you or just being foul or petty or any of that type of stuff, if they're creating more drama in the relationship of the breakup, then yeah, block, delete.
Leave me alone.
They're out the friend zone. You know, like, okay, cool, going about my way. But if it's like people that you actually genuinely care about and you actually like, dang, I really like his mom, I really like his little sister or whatever, I think it's no harm, no foul in still being social media friends. Not saying that y'all are now exchanging memes every day, but I think that there's no harm. I'm still following primarily all of my siblings, exes, and stuff like that on the internet. I'm just not that petty to like go and block and delete them. So, you know, I might say like a HBV, happy birthday underneath a picture or something like that, but I'm not really like going out of my way to hang out with them. I think that that's kind of tacky too. Like, you should be letting that person and their family move on. And yeah, because how would you like it if you're trying to go into a new relationship and that person, their family, still hang out with the ex? Unless they share children, then yeah, that's sticky, but that's a whole nother conversation. This is like if they don't have kids. Now, if they have children, then I mean, they're kind of stuck with them for life, so the family's gonna have to interact with them, and you know, there's definitely boundaries on that, but we're not on that. Right now, we're just talking about breakups, which sucks. So I think as far as family, I think it's no harm, no foul if you still follow them on the internet. I don't think that you should have to unfollow them or whatever. I do also think when it comes to another big wow, depending upon if you're an animal lover, is what happens with the fur baby. Now, if you guys were living together and then had a dog, a cat, a fish, you know, the favorite pet plant, whatever, I've had a lot of friends who went through this. I have also shared an animal with someone, but when we broke up, he gave me the dog, which was cool, and we still had reasons to kind of communicate, I guess. Like, oh, how's the dog? Things like that. But I think for people who've been together for a long time now, for instance, I think it's very clear and common if you're with a person and you buy the person the pet as a gift, it is their pet. Like, period. Unless you know that, say, if you are moving out and you don't have the right living arrangements to accommodate the pet or something like that. It can get sticky, but I do think majority of times, like, I mean, if you went as like a couple to go get the pet together, I would say also maybe who is the primary caregiver of the dog or the fish or whatever. It kind of sucks if you guys are really going through it, but I've seen people even do visitations with their pets. I think that is a bit extreme, but also, people get really attached to pets. It's like having a child, especially if you don't have children, or even if you do have children. People love animals. That's a whole nother love language. So I think that the guy should just always give the girl the dog or fish or cat or plant. That's just the parting ways to do. I mean, if you bought him the pet, you might have to just take the L on that, sis, and get a new dog. But I know that it's like, I've had a lot of friends go through that as well. It can get pretty sticky, but don't take it out on the pets, guys. Okay, so the next one that I think is also kind of a sticky area when you are breaking up, after you go through the breakup, is that, say if you guys have your favorite restaurant, your favorite spot, right? Or you then took him to your little low-key favorite restaurant or something he was never accustomed to. Do you now, after you guys are broken up, like, how mad are you going to be if now you see him taking his new beau to your spot, your love life spot, like where it all happened? I think it sucks, but clearly I still want to go. I still want to go to the restaurant, even if you introduce me. I'm not going to go there every weekend, maybe like how we used to go, but I still might like the pancakes there. So I want to go to that brunch spot that we used to always go to. It kind of sucks, but nothing about this is nice about a breakup. I do think that whoever introduced you to it, like if he took you to a place, I do think, and that he goes there every Friday, yeah, I think you need to fall back a bit and find a new spot. And specifically because it's not healthy for you to always try to be up in his energy, in his realm, in his space. Like, if he goes to the TGI Fridays every Friday, pick a new restaurant. Go somewhere new. Especially because now you're going through the breakup. We're here. You're watching this video. Or you're watching this to help your friends out. You need to get out and date someone new anyway. So you don't even want to be associated in the same exact energy and space that they frequent.
Leave me alone.
So it sucks because now you're losing things because you guys are going your separate ways. But it's also giving you a challenge to now open up your horizons. Find something new. Find something else that you like to do. Find new places that you like to see. I mean, and yeah, if he's now bringing, his new girlfriend to the nail salon that you go to, I'm not going to say I would wreak havoc, but I might have to say something about that. Like, this is my nail girl. I go here every Thursday, ... If the person's being petty, try to take the high road and maybe find a new spot. Now, if you are very, very selective about the places you frequent, you might have to send a text message about that. Or a kindly reminder of like, hey, I would rather us be going our separate ways, but you're making that very hard by bringing, little baby
and
up here now too. What's the deal? Can't you go to the other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So I think that when it comes down to now the evening the playing field as far as like the turf of where you guys used to hang out at and things like that, I think, again, whoever introduced who to it, and if you know that that is something where they go, try to steer clear of it. At least in the beginning. I think that it's just being messy if you're now trying to like overpower the person's, common place of hangout. Now, if it's a place where you guys met and it was an even playing field and both of you guys used to frequent there, again, I still think that if you're watching this video, clearly you're trying to figure out what to do. So you do kind of want to take the high road. So if you want to be petty, you didn't need a YouTube video to tell you to be petty. So maybe there's like an ounce of you trying to be mature. And if that is the case, then I think that you should try to go somewhere else. Try to also navigate out of that group of people and just see what else is out there so you can kind of like open and widen your dating pool. Now, if you're trying to be petty, okay, well, that's a different conversation. If you're trying to be petty and you want to go to the place that you guys frequent, don't ever go lacking. Always look your best. Always smell good. Always look happy. Don't go in there moping around, looking sad, drinking yourself to oblivion. That's a definite no-no. Don't go in there acting like, oh my God, like, I love and went through the worst breakup. No one wants to be around, sad Sally. Like, and no one wants that girl back. So if you're also trying to figure out how to get your ex back, that's not how you do it. You should be trying to exude positive energy and literally looking like you're having your best time of your life. I mean, girls were pretty usually good at that, but if you're going to be frequenting or running into your ex, or if you guys work the same place, or if you go to the same school, etc., don't go out looking bad, okay? Ladies, we gotta, be one step ahead of the ball. So don't... It sucks, but that's what your girlfriends are for, and your diary, and whatever else is your therapeutic way of getting through a breakup. But as of right now, if you guys have to share a turf, come on, represent us good. Go out there looking your best and smelling your best, and be about your business, and life goes on. We've all gone through some heartache, and if this is your first one, my heart is to you. So I think definitely just try to be positive thinking, look your best, smell your best, things like that kind of jumpstart your personality as far as like, okay, maybe I can do this, maybe I can get over it. And if all else fails, again, just kind of exit yourself out of the situation so you don't have to be in the realm of that person. If it's inevitable, then don't be sappy. Try to be happy because there's still so many things to be grateful for. So, yeah. Mercury retrograde is at it again, and here we are. I thought this video would be super helpful for you guys because literally it's like an epidemic. I don't know. Pretty much everyone I know right now is currently going through relationship woes or going through a breakup or plotting on breaking up with someone. So that's where we are. But maybe, it's gearing us up for what's to come, and a nice hot girl summer is brewing. So of course, if you like this video, make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, leave some questions. This was something that also people have been commenting on the previous video, so I thought I would take a second and cover that this week for you guys. So, yeah, I think that's it for you guys. Again, don't forget that. Show us some love on all of our social media here below. And you already know the deal. So, we love the love and we love the hate. So what you got for us?